Hi everybody, it's Joe here. Running the class on YouTube today. For those of you who are just joining us, I've been running this class for about almost 2 weeks now. A couple changes are we're going to go over the good news stories during the later part of the class, and any shout out to our sponsors that we have. Really quick, because we're going to go right into it here. Really quick, what this class is, it's a drilling class. It's a workout, but it's going to focus on drills that make you comfortable with the ground, right? So you don't have to have 4-centimeter mats like I have here. Just a little bit of cushion might help. Carpet, a couple yoga mats spread out, and you can do this workout. There's not going to be any big throws or anything. It's designed to get you a workout, but it's designed to really focus on about 10 to 15 different techniques that you do on the ground, and building the strength and explosiveness in those techniques so that you're more fluid on the mat. And then when we actually get back to sparring with some real partners, we're going to see some improvement. That's why it's the same class Monday through Friday. It's the same techniques. I like to do it live because I just like to teach, and I like the community of it all. I like to know that some of you were watching. So let's go right into it right away. And to give you a brief summary of how the class works, we're going to start off with just about 5 minutes of some warm-up stretching. It's the same stretching I do for all my competitions. It's just really quick. It's a warm-up for the core. Then we're going to go slowly into some drills that'll get more intense. And I need you to do the drills the whole time. We're never stopping. Okay. Well, I'll tell you when there's a water break. You're going to do the sets with me. If you don't quite get the drill, it's okay. By the end of the set, we'll do it again tomorrow. So in the next few days, you'll eventually just be able to do them all straight in a row without stopping. Okay. Then we're going to do some more traditional exercises to concentrate on some of the core areas for strength and explosiveness. And then we'll end it with some deep, long stretches of the hips. That's when I'll give the good news of the day and shout out to sponsors and anything else we can that needs to come up. Okay. And that's going to be, and I'll explain more about that when we get to that. So in all, it should be about an hour from now. So we should be done with this video in about an hour. Okay. Let's start out. We're going to start out standing. Okay. I want you to put your hands together. We're just going to do a quick little yoga fold, sort of sun salutation type of thing to warm up the core. Put our hands together like this. Let's reach to the sky. Put our hands together. Biceps should be in the ears. We're going to inhale, stretch to the sky, lengthening the spine, and we're going to come to one side. Pick any side. It's up to you, any side. But chin back. We're not coming forward like this. We're coming to the side. You should really feel the stretch on the far side. It should get hard to breathe and talk. Okay? So let's count here. 1, stretch it hard. 2, 3, 4, chin back. 5, biceps in the ear. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's come back to the middle. Inhale, stretch to the ceiling, lengthening the spine. Let's come to the other side. Oh, I can feel some cracks in the back there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're coming back to the middle. We're going to lengthen our spine again. We're going to take it the other way. Let's go backwards now. Looking to the back of the room, using your stomach muscles, engaging. 1, 2, 3, biceps in the ear. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to come back down to a fold. We're folding here, just hanging. We're just going to hang the body like a rag doll. Putting our weight on the balls of our feet. We're letting all the blood go to our head. Shake your head around. Let it hang like you're hanging upside down from a tree. Put your fingertips in the mat. Take a big inhale. Come up a bit. Let's go. Let it all out and pull it further. We can reach behind our legs to pull ourselves. Slight bend in the knees, by the way. Slight bend in the knees. We can pull ourselves in if you feel comfortable with that. Okay? So what have we done with our spinal column? We've just moved it in all 4 directions. I like to think of this as like a glow stick, right? You pop it and then it glows, right? So we just want to wake ourselves up in that sense. Okay, great. Right? We're folded, we're hanging, we can hang here for a while. Let's put our hands in the mat and jump to a plank. And we're not going to hang out in plank very long because you'll see our drill workout, we're going to be in this position a lot, right? It's really going to strengthen our arms. You're going to see later on when we do rolling hips and stuff like that, the switches. All right, let's come down to our chest, point our toes here. We're going to come up, Again, we're moving our spinal column, our hip area, and different areas. Shoulders back, fingertips forward, looking up at the sky. Good. Let's put our toes on the mat now. And let's come back to this position here. Butt in the air. Our legs are trying, just stretching the calves. You can have a slight bend in the knees. Just really stretching our hamstrings, the whole back of our legs here. I'll do this workout. Before competitions, I just sit and do sun salutations with a hoodie on for the whole time. Trying to stay calm and relaxed because you don't want to burn energy, but you want to wake your body up. Big, deep breaths. Good, let's come back to plank here really quick, and then we're going to jump back to that fold. Good. Okay. All right, let's come back up. And then our shoulders down. Now we're coming back down to the ground. It's about the time I take my hoodie off. Okay. So let's just roll our shoulders a bit after that. Oh, we're going to loosen up the shoulders and the neck. Okay. Good. Now, we'll just start to go into this drill sequence really slowly, really easily. Usually when you approach a mat at a school, you want to, of course, give a quick bow to the mat, maybe shake everybody's hands on the mat that's already there before class starts. And you'll just maybe reach under your legs here and just start some rollbacks. And the idea is to get our vertebrae, relaxing our back and get our vertebrae like dominoes back and forth, right? So something like this. Yeah, see the angle? Just relaxing, rolling the hips. Really want to always, injuries that happen in this area can be quite extreme sometimes in jiu-jitsu. So if we just relax and loosen those muscles up, we'll reduce our chances of injury. Now, we can go over the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Let's go over the left shoulder. Let's go over the right shoulder. This is where people will be chatting before jiu-jitsu class. Having a chat, but you could just start this roll off to start out. Good. All right. After that, let's look at back walking, right? Back walking is where I'm taking my back and doing my shoulders like this. Why is back walking important? Well, if you've ever been double underhook stacked, where they're putting lots of pressure on your shoulder, their body weight's on you, you've got a triangle on somebody, they're stacking you, you need to back walk to take the pressure out. Here's how it looks. Look, I'm just going to back walk across the mat using my shoulders. It looks like a back walk, actually, like a backward walk, right? You're walking back. Just get those shoulders moving. Back walk. The pressure's on you. You're getting stacked. Back walk out of there. You move away from the pressure. And maybe you can finish your triangle or escape that double underhook pass if you're holding this knee here. Okay, good. Let's look at neck twists. Before I spar or before I go to jiu-jitsu class, I like to do the warm-ups of our school with a good neck warm-up, okay? It's also not only a warm-up, but you're also trying to strengthen these muscles in the neck. If you want to stay on the mats, you're going to keep your neck in good shape. Also, there's a lot of posts with your neck, so having a strong neck is really, really important, but it'll also keep you from hurting your neck. Surrounding it with muscle is one way to do that. This simple exercise every day will really help you. Your head comes off the mat, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ear to shoulder like this, okay? I want you to follow me. Let's start right now. I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, full range. 4, 3, 2, 1. This builds up the mobility. Now keep your head off the mat still. We're going to look left to right, really getting a range of our neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really important to do that. Watch. You ever watch some black belts, you'll see them talk. You start talking to them, they're always twitching, right? Because they've always got little neck problems. But if we keep our muscles strong in our neck, then we'll reduce those problems, right, in the future and as a beginner. Okay, butt scooting, right? Whoever thought this would be a technique in a martial art, but it is. It's very important. You'll notice that it's your ability to move on the mat. That's what the whole point of this course is. And so we want to be able to use our hands and our butt and our legs to move around the mat. Let's just talk about butt scooting. I don't want to go over why it's important, but we're just going to go over doing it right now. In this position, which is a butterfly guard, open butterfly guard. I got one hand back and one hand up, protecting myself. Okay, I'm just going to scoot back like this. 2, 3. That's going backwards. Going forward, I'm going to use my feet to help pull myself forward. 1, 2, 3. Go back again. 1, 2, 3. Go forward again. 1, 2, 3. Good. Go back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back forward. 1, 2, 3. If you want to, you can move back sometimes like this. In more jiu-jitsu grappling and MMA, you always want to have at least the hand up in case some kicks or punches come in to get up, right? Or to just move around the mat. Let's look at a faster way to move around the mat. It's more of a jumping butt scoot. Sometimes in grappling, believe it or not, you could be in this position and actually attack people. It seems crazy, but if you can come up, get up to your opponent and latch onto their leg from here, you have the ability to start entering leg locks, okay? So here's how that would work. We're in our butterfly position. We're going to throw this leg, and we're going to jump to the other side of the mat. Watch. Yeah, I just covered almost a meter in less than a second, right? Let's just move around your space. Like this. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving on our butt. Butt scooting. We're moving quickly. Right? To go catch onto a leg. A lot we can do with that leg. Okay? Let's go to the next one here. Forward tech up. Okay? Imagine your opponent sitting like this. Right? This is called combat pose. And they're on top of you, but the pressure, they're not putting enough pressure. You catch them sleeping, okay? Imagine this leg right here, okay? You're here in butterfly guard with a knee shield. You reach up, you grab that angle that heel I just pointed to, you push them down, and you come up to this position here. You just got an easy 2 points, okay? A really, really easy 2 points, okay? It's a tech up. It's our ability to get up from a butt position up into this combat pose here, which is actually a good little place to fight, believe it or not, okay? Let's just do this movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Picking the heel, push him down. 10. Let's try the other side. Picking the heel, push him down. 1. If you can do it without your hands, even better. 2. Pick the heel, push him down. 3. Pick that heel, push him down. Quick 2 points. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now, that's a quick little checkup. That's if you're in a scramble, that might be a position you might get up quickly to win top position. So to improve our ability to work in this sort of area is very, very important. So that's the kind of exercise you would do. If you're having problems with your ankle here, you need to do additional work on creating some flexibility in the legs. Okay, so you can sit on your ankle. You also want to be able to sit like this on your feet, like this back here. If you can, you need to work on specific exercises so that you can get to that point. Okay, let's look at an actual technical stand. Okay, what's a technical stand? You'll see this a lot. Nate Diaz, for example, he gets knocked down. His wits aren't with him yet. He'll sit in this position here where the person's standing above him. They don't want to come in his guard because they're scared of his jiu-jitsu. He'll get his wits here. He'll sit like this. Hand back, foot down, butt comes up, and he'll stand. Okay? Should he want to stand fighting, which he usually does. Okay? So let's work on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My opponent is in front of me. My eyes are on them. 8. That's why it's important. 9, 10. Right? If you're sitting down like this, you don't want to get up like this. You can't. Your eyes aren't on your opponent. You're going to get knocked out. You get kicked to the side of the head. You're going to be in a position where at least you can see your opponent, and you got one hand up as you get up. 1. As a little protection. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. You should start feeling a little work now. Your heartbeat should be beating a little bit harder now. You're going to start moving some more. Okay, good. Let's look at bridges. Bridges are very important for escaping bad positions and retaining the guard, which is kind of the most important thing here when you're talking about a guard. It's the first objective. Don't lose the guard. Okay, but a bridge is something that we can really improve on in this time that we have together. In this time off when we don't have a partner. A great solo drill. We can improve 15-20% our explosiveness. Okay, our range of flexibility with it, and then you're going to find yourself escaping a lot more if we work on this. Let's go first with the basic drill sequence. Okay, look, here are my feet. They're here by my butt. They're not out here because I can't bridge this way. My hips are going to come up. I'm going to put my hands here. I'm going to reach over. 1, 2, 3. And I'm reaching over my body and just touching the mat. 4, 5. Getting on my toes. 6. Raising my hips as high as possible. As high as possible. 8, 9. The more power and explosiveness I build here, the better. 10, 11. Use your butt muscles, your calves. 12, 13, 14. I'm coming up on my shoulder. 15. Let's speed it up. 16, 17. Hips up. 18. Explosive. 19, 20, 21. 5 more. 22, 23, 24, 25. Good. Gotta have that. Let's talk about a way to use the bridge. Our opponent is on our chest. They're straddling us on the chest. That's called mount. Not a good place to be in any situation. Punches to the face. You're going to get choked in jiu-jitsu. Whatever. Let's look at bridging out of this position where we end up in our opponent's closed guard. Okay, here we are. We're going to trap an arm, if you can imagine. We're not going to do this now. We're not pushing them off. We're going to trap an arm so they can't post. Plant our feet for the bridge. I'm coming straight over the top, stepping over. And now I'm on my knees, which is a better position to be than before. Let's go to the other side. Look, trapping an arm here. Stepping over, step over. 2. Let's do it together. 3, 4. Big bridge, big bridge. The bigger the bridge, the better the chance to escape. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Now we're going to add something to it. We're going to add a roll. Now the roll from this position would not really make much sense. You wouldn't really roll after you bridge if somebody's on mount. But if you're getting passed from here, you're getting passed and you decide to go to turtle and they're about to take your back, you could roll this way, right, to get back to guard. So just for the sake of drilling and 2 good movements that are very important for the mat is this forward rolling when escaping a back take, but also bridging still, okay? So here we are, ready? We're gonna bridge, step over, I'm to my knees, and look, my hand is going right through my legs here. Come back out. Here we go. On our side, on our back, bridge, step over. I'm gonna look here. My hand's going right through my legs. I'm gonna roll. 2. Bridge this side. Doesn't matter which side you bridge, just do it. Do the legs, roll. 3 back to guard, roll, bridge, step over. Into turtle, 2 arms through, up, rolled out. 4, bridge. Start doing it on your own speed. 5, bridge. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. What we're doing right now is we're moving. We're moving with the mat. That's where our mobility needs to be, right? Thinking, oh, I got to fight somebody. I've got to drill with a person. There's the third object in the room, which is this, and it doesn't move. How do you work well with that, right? This is how. Okay. Let's go right into gambas, shrimps, prawns, whatever you want to call them, depending on what part of the world you are. Whatever they are, wherever you call them, it's a super valuable move. Okay? It's the gamba. How does gamba work? We're basically escaping our hips. Okay? We're going to put our hands together, our elbows in if we can. Our feet are in the same position we were with that mount. Okay? And I'm going to lift my hips up just a tad, though, but I'm getting up on my shoulder. Watch here. See this movement here? My feet are engaged with the mat, and I'm moving my hips away, and I'm pushing away with my hands. I'm pushing whatever pressure there is. Right? So look here. Lift up a little bit. I'm getting on my side. I'm getting on my side. Okay? Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As I keep going, I'm going to talk here. The more experienced guys, you should be doing this to just keep those muscles going and concentrate on really the muscle groups that you're using there. Again, a powerful, like a bridge, a powerful gamba, a quick one, a sudden one, can make the difference between escaping and not. That's 20. Okay? That would be the gambas. Very, very important. Let's look at guard retention with the big step. We're going to use a gamba for that. Okay? Hold on a second. I'm filming with 2 cameras, by the way. I look like cross-eyed, we should do anyway. Put the legs this way. Imagine we have an opponent. They grab their legs. They've thrown our legs over. They're going to drop right in and penetrate towards our back and secure a position we don't want. We have to quickly use that gamba or shrimp or prawn, whatever we turn towards them, push them away, big step over to catch their leg, their hip, or something that helps spin us around. Try the other side. Look, I'm going to use that gamba. Gamba means shrimp in Spanish. I'm in Spanish. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Use the pressure. Turn towards it. 4. Always turn towards the pressure. Never give your back to it. 5. 6. The hands out. That's framing. Very, very important framing. 7. 8. Framing. Step over. 9. Framing towards the pressure. 10. Keep going. This is all about movement on the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Throw the legs over and back towards the pressure. 9, 10. Good. Now, don't worry, we're gonna have a water break soon. Just don't have one yet, okay? Let's look at a situation where you would you don't have time to come around to face them. Okay, there might be in a low pass situation. Sometimes we got to continue on and roll out. Watch. Still guard retention. Legs get thrown. He's penetrating. I don't have time to turn around. He's too close. I'm just going to continue on to roll. Get up on my shoulder with my toes engaged with the mat here and roll towards him. Okay, I'll show you again.
with my legs. They get thrown to the side, or he's pressuring me. He's somehow got my legs to the side. I need to continue on with the roll, almost like I'm giving my back up, but look, I'm not. I'm coming back up onto my shoulder. I'm going to throw my butt towards him. What's going to happen is, you do that right, as they're passing, lift on your legs, they're passing, your tailbone should hit him right in the face, okay? Again, here we go. Over this side, I'm coming up on my shoulders, and I'm rolling. I'm just falling to the side, coming up on my shoulders, and I'm rolling. I got the pressures coming from that side over there. I'm just roll over and then face it. See, my legs are in the way. That's a guard, right? Here's the pressure. Pressure's coming from here, up on my shoulders, using my toes, and I roll. And face my pressure. Start rolling. Don't worry about counting. We're just going to keep doing this. This is connecting to the mat, right? What do they say when you go to jiu-jitsu practice? Everybody goes, oh, I want to roll. I'm going to roll. This is rolling. This is how to get comfortable rolling. We have to get these movements and build these muscles in our body to help us move this way, especially in the guard. Okay? Kind of different drills for the top position. We have to be able to roll like this, okay? Good. All right, let's everybody have a quick drink of water. Okay, quick drink of water. Again, I'm sorry, I got two different cameras. Okay, good. Let's talk about inversions. Okay. What's an inversion? An inversion would be your ability to be in a seated position and roll upside down on your shoulders with your legs still in the way. Okay. Important for guard retention, really. Okay. But let's just go over the movement. It's a little bit more difficult, but might as well. It's never too late to start practicing now. I'm going to put my legs out, knees slightly bent here. Okay. And I'm going to try to bring my head as low as I can, like a diver piking, diving, right? And I want to imagine my head coming under my legs here. Here's how it's going to look. Ready? Watch. I'm going to roll. And stay tight, right? That makes it easy. Roll. 1, 2. You should not be hurting your neck. The weight should be on your shoulders. I mean, there's a little weight on your neck, but only about 5%. Most of the weight should be on your shoulders. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why is this important? Well, if you're over here, my legs are over here. My legs are over here. And I'm getting past, the pressure's coming from here. Look, I can quickly come over, step over, get my feet in the way, and now I'm in an inverted guard. I can actually attack triangles, etc. from there. Then I roll back. Okay? So, inverted guard. Also, there's a berimbolo attack, which involves the ability to roll under yourself like that. It's very, very important. Let's talk about switching. All right? So now we're talking about more of a top game. Of a bad position if you're north-south, maybe your back's almost taken, you can reach around and switch that way. But it's about getting the footwork, our feet connected to the mat, and our ability to use our hands on the mat, okay? So here's how it goes. You can be on your knees or you can be on your toes, okay? I'm going to start the drill off first just like this. Legs through, keeping my feet on the mat. Look at my toes. They're starting to engage already. We'll talk about that in a second. That's 1. I'm coming back like that. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, head back to actually 1. Why we put our head back? We'll see, because if we're under somebody, we need to bump them off. We're going to bump them out, scoot our body out, and come around. Let's take it a step further. I'll show you why. A switch would be used to if somebody was on top of you. Their legs are that way, they're facing down. Their chest is on your back. They're about to spin around to take your back. We're going to switch them out and take their back or attack their back, right, to a running position. We're in that position we were just in. Here's how it goes. Stepping through, my head's hitting them, bumping them. I've got to create an explosive bump here. Watch this leg, watch this leg. This leg's into the mat, knee and foot, and this one steps right over to their back, okay? It goes again. I'm spinning around. 2, 3, 4, step through. 5, you're stepping through and then stepping over. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, head back, 4, bumping them, 2, head back is bumping them, and then you're coming right around. 1, okay? That's the switch out. Again, very important to get comfortable with the mat on that. It's a move. Look how we're sort of running on the mat sideways, right? You got to think about your ability to move when you're down in that way. Let's look at the rolling hips concept here. Okay, when passing. Now, when I just talk about rolling hips, imagine this object is spinning, like the earth spinning. If you were to push on it while it's spinning, your hand will slip off. If it's staying stable, you push on it, your foot kind of sticks to it. But if it's rolling, it'll slide off. Think of your hips that way. As they're rolling, it's harder for your opponent to control your hips. Okay? Drill through their guard, if that makes any sense. For the sake of this drill, I'm going to have my hands on the mat right now so we can talk about this. Okay? Let's talk about the back step first. Okay. Back step, we're just going to sit like this, toes or knees, doesn't matter. Hands on the mat, okay? Right, hands on the mat. Hands on the mat like this. I'm going to back step this way, over. Pick a side, doesn't matter. I'm back stepping over. My shoulders are staying straight, and my eyes are staying straight on the target. But I'm moving my hips. Look. See? See how they're spinning as I back step? Okay? So it looks like this then. 1, 2, back step. 3, back step. 4, back step. You could never do this enough. 6, 7, 8, back step. 9, back step. 10, look at that, back step. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, big back step, 17, 18, 19, 20. Look, our body staying straight might be attached to different parts of our opponent's body, but our hips are like a tail that's moving around, spinning. It's hard for them to grab on with their legs then. Now that's a back step. Look, that's my hips moving this way. I can also instep, like a little switch instep, right? Within it. See that? I've instepped. Same like it's the same movement as the switch, just you're not reaching out with your foot as far. But look, my hips are here. I move them over a bit, and now they're coming down in. So I'm penetrating into the guard with a quick little swivel of the hips. Let's do the instep 1, instep 2, instep 3, instep 4, instep 5, step 6, instep 7. And all the while connecting to the mat with their hands. 10, 9, 8, 7, insteps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at my toes are touching here. We're starting to engage our toes to the mat. They're getting comfortable being on the mat. And that's our ability. That's how we create some fluidity. Now, the back step, the instep. You can mix them together. Okay? Let's look. Let's go back step and then instep. Ooh, or the really great one, which is the instep and then the back step right after. Look my hips rotated 360 degrees. Watch it. An instep, back step, all at the same time. It's like in a row. So I started out here. My hips are going to be completely turned the other way. Instep, back the other way. I mean, imagine trying to control those hips when they're spinning like that. Okay? Hard to control. Instep, back step. Let's try that. Instep, back step. Trying to keep our shoulders straight. Instep, back step. Instep, back step. Let's try back step, instep. Back step, instep. Back step, instep. Let's do double instep. Instep. Instep again. Let's do back step, double back step. Back step. Back step again. You can mix them in any combination you want. As you practice it, you'll maybe get your own little moves and your own little techniques on the swivel technique. You'll be able to see where your opponent's guard's coming from and swivel in and out of these things. Let's look at that, how that works in the real world here. Imagine we're on our elbows here. We've got their head here, right? We're clasping their head. And under here, we've got an underhook on the other side of their body. But they still have this leg in a triangle, right? They still have this leg right here in a triangle. Look, I peel. I'm going to take my other leg. I'm going to peel. And then look, step out. Let's try that. Peel. Back step out. Peel. Use your own foot to peel off their triangle and step out. Here's it is again. Peel. Step out. Let's try it with an instep. Same thing. Maybe, it depends on how it's all fitting together. I'm controlling the top part of their body, but they're slowing me down because they've got my tail. I need to get my whole body through the guard. I've only got half of it through. I'm going to peel. Hips come up. Instep out. Peel. Hips go instep out. Right? Peel. Instep. See how that works? You might instep and then backstep anyway. And come all the way around their body. Very valuable. Notice the toes, the hands, everything's working with the mat and the floor. If you keep on doing this, you build that muscle memory. It's very important. That's why we do the same class. Okay, let's go into the how to use. Let's talk about more this connection with the mat. We have to be able to move in transitions, in scrambles, well with our legs and our knees and our feet and our ankles and everything. It's a weird thing. It's a ground fighting sport, right? We're not completely on our feet. So we want to get this movement down. Look, I'm an open butterfly guard. I'm going to do that tech stand we did before. Beginning. Now look, I'm just going to fall right down into this position here. Look, it's an S mount. Then I'm going to come back up, back into the combo pose. I'm going to slip from down. So I can move in a direction, move around your space, coming up. This is a great way to open up the hips. It's also letting our knees, our shin, our ankles, our feet, our toes, everything's connecting with the mat here. Our ability to move in this way, you can put your hands down if you need to help support yourself, right? No problem. Totally fine. You can even have your hands down just so you can feel the mat, right? But you can also get to a point where you're not touching the mat. This could make a difference in a scramble. You might be controlling a collar or a sleeve or a neck or a wrist or something. You need to get up to win the position, okay? So we have to be able to move well on our legs, not our feet, our legs, right? Okay, good. Let's go right into double legs. Legs and lungs, okay? This movement we have to get. 1 foot forward, 1 down, okay? One of the most important moves in self-defense, if you want to, called the wrestling shot. If you want to grab a single leg or a double leg, you need to have it. You need to have it. We need strong legs for that. This leg comes down, and I step up. I'll show you here again. This one, look how it comes down. Both knees are down. See my toe engaged there. And then I'm stepping back up. Come down, wrapping around. Let's do it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, quick drink of water. We're now going to go into a little bit more of a speedier workout here. It only lasts about 12 minutes in total, 10, 12 minutes. And then we'll finish with some long stretching, okay? I really like to focus on the legs, especially beginners, everybody. You can never do enough legs. Having strength in your legs will allow you to control positions much, much better. And it'll really help you excel faster in jiu-jitsu. I know it seems crazy, we're on the ground, you don't use your legs. Not true, not true, not true, not true. Very important. Okay, we're gonna start out by doing the triangle exercise. For those that are new, you only need to just do this for now. Look, just get one ankle under a knee, not under the calf, not under here, under the knee, and lock the triangle. This is what a locked triangle looks like. See, completely locked down. Okay, you only need to go like this. 1, 2, so lock it on both sides, but straightening your legs out, so because we're really concentrating on our stomach, our core here. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a technical workout, but we're blending into a bigger workout, but really using our stomach here. Okay, so we're going to do 20 of these. Follow me. The more advanced guys are going to do it like I do it. Okay, let's go. Legs out, straight like a board, 2-4 inches off the mat. We're going to bring them to the stomach, right? Using our muscles to tighten. We're shooting to the sky, locking the triangle up high, and we're down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10. We're tacking the triangle up high. 9, 8, 7, 6. Hands here on the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's come right to our feet. We're going to get into a wrestling stance, right? Our knees are slightly bent, 1 foot forward. This is our fighting stance, okay? We're going to do our squats from here. Legs are really, really important. That's what we're going to really concentrate on, are the legs here. Let's go. 1, 2, nobody likes them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch our wrestling stance. Let's go again. 20 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that athletic stance. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep going. Regular squat, legs and lungs. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. On your hands and knees. We're going to do push-ups. We're going to do 30. To get the reps, you can go to your knees if you have to. If not, do them regular. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stay on your stomach. We'll have a water break just after this exercise. Want to finish those arm bars? Say the technique's not on right. This next exercise is great for that. Also knee bars for you, higher level guys. Toes pointing out, hands pointing out. We're coming up like this. We're going to engage your butt muscles in your back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold it up. 10, 9, flex. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's have a quick water. Drink here. That last one, you're working muscles you don't usually use. It's arching, right? Not that much range. Okay, but assuming your arm bar is not technically perfect, you just have to go for it though still. You might need that extra 10, 15, 20% of strength or 10, 15 extra seconds of time. You build that. If you do that exercise, you're going to better be able to hold that position and maybe get the finish. All right, let's go again. On our back, trying for triangles. Okay, good. Legs out, hands inside. Remember, beginners are just like this. Let's go. 1, reach into the sky. 2, hips up off the ground. 3, 4, try and twist the hips when you lock it. 5, watch my hips twist. 6, twist. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Get up. Resting position, squats. Go, go, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, regular squats. About shoulder length apart, legs and lungs. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, hands and knees. Underneath if you need the reps, let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good on your stomach. Superman's right into it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. All right, guys, hang out with me for 12 more minutes. We're going to do the stretches. Quick drink of water. Right on your mat. Don't worry, it's easy now. Nice long stretches. I'm not a yoga teacher or professional stretcher or anything. But my goal in this lockdown is to get to do the splits by the end of it and to do a handstand. But here's what I've learned from my research. If you'd like to follow with me, that'd be great. It'll never hurt to straighten out your hips. Okay, let's get in position. We're going to hold them for 3 minutes though. Then chat about some other things. Okay, get into the position here. If you can. I'll start the clock here in a minute. Right. Now, look, legs straight out. Basically this position, see? It's in the direction of the splits, but you can see I'm still 15 to 20 meters far on this side. We're going to hold this here. Balance with our hands. If we can come up like this, even better. If you have yoga blocks, you can put them here or 2 jars or something, right? But we really want to stretch this out, stretching here and the hip flexor. All right, so we're down to 30 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which I'll take the opportunity to explain that about 7 or 8 years ago, I knew that flexible guards, so guys with flexible hips, mobility in the hips, they've got very difficult guards to pass because they have the mobility to move their legs in places easier because they've got flexibility. So I went through a phase of, for about 2 months, of crazy flexibility training on just my hips for like 45 minutes a day, but I wasn't training any other part of my body. I got back to training and rolling, and I hurt myself pretty quickly. I talked to a physiotherapist about that later, and they said, well, the reason that probably happened was because you had really made flexible a certain part of your body, but everything else was tight, okay? And if you have one part of your body that's really flexible, right, and the other part's not, you're creating a misalignment. And the injury happened where a stiff part that wasn't trained was connected to a really flexible part that I had just recently trained. And that created a mismatch, and I pulled something. Okay, so stretching is very important to get the whole body. After this class is over, when I turn this off, I'm going to work on my upper body. Okay, but for now, for this class, I just want to work on these hips because I want you to join me on this sort of wind down. It's also really important, you'll see. I think it's as important, and a lot of professionals say the same, that stretching when you're already warmed up, you'll get a lot better gains with that. So we've just done a nice warm-up exercise there. So now we're just going to stretch it all out. We try and lengthen. We try and get to our goal of the splits this way and the opener. So we've got 4 splitting exercises to do here, 4 exercises to work on. They're each 3 minutes. If you hang out with us for that time, we'll be done here. 45 seconds left. Let's give it a good stretch here if you can. I really feel this in my left hip flexor on this one. Really, really feel that. Now, the drills we did today, I mean, while we're locked in, if you can get better at all of them, you can make up gains, be stronger with them, hold them longer, be more 10-15% more explosive, have 10-15% more range. on them, you're going to see you're going to have a huge gain in your game. But you got to do it every day. That's why I do the same class every day. The same class every day because there's no sense in showing you one time and doing it. We've got to do it for like a minimum of like 30 days in a row. Okay, we're about to switch. 3 seconds left. There's a timer. All right. Okay, good. Let's switch the legs to the other side. Okay. I'm going to make the splits. I'll start the clock in a minute, but get stretched out first in the right position, then I'll set the clock in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. The 3 minutes is back on again. Okay, so that's my stretching story. Let's go to what I normally start the class, which is the good news of the day. It's when you stretch. Really make it feel painful here. Grin and bear it. We really want to make gains here. Stretch those legs up there. Okay, so good news of the day. I only do good news stories. Of course, the biggest good news story going out there right now is this air pollution, plummet in air pollution. That is huge. That is really giving researchers an opportunity to study the climate in a way they never thought possible. Like to shut down the entire world economy like this and see the CO2 and the nitrogen, I believe, oxide plummeting like this. They're able to get some tests and data that they never would have. So that's just great news, and I think everybody's happy about that, no matter who you are. And it shows you that what's possible. And as far as building a new economy, it might be around this whole greener concept. You know, there's lots of, we're humans, we like to tinker with stuff and stay busy with technology. Hey, there's a challenge, right? So I think that's good news ahead. I think people are going to say, hey, the lockout was never great for us, but it did show us a little light there, right? You know, dolphins in Palma Bay here. Again, I mean, they're there sometimes, but they're not usually this close to the shore. And trying to get into the canals in Venice, amazing. That's one piece of news. The second part is dogs and cat shelters around the world are not filled up anymore. People are realizing that they have a best friend there. And so hopefully people will start to adopt dogs and cats that need rescue. Right, so that's good news. They're not coming into the rescue shelters. Last bit of good news here. Mercedes-Benz F1 and the College of London have teamed up together. You know, obviously you're talking about two smart institutions there. You know, F1, obviously Mercedes, they don't understand how to make components and machinery and things like that. They've come up in 1 week. They've come up with an oxygen machine that helps put oxygen in the lungs. They're coming up with like a couple thousand of these things really quick. And it'll help people that would have otherwise gone on a ventilator, maybe avoid the ventilator, which those are hard to come by, right? So by giving a lot of people a lot of extra oxygen in advance, they might have a better chance of avoiding a ventilator, and therefore saving that for somebody that was in a lot more trouble. So that's great news to see a car company like that, a race car company like that, and a college work together to create technology. And they're donating them. It's like, yeah, I know there's some cynical people. Oh, they're just doing it for this PR. Hey, we need to be cynical. They're doing it. Good. 5 seconds. Let's give it a good stretch here. Come on. Great. All right. That's the timer. Oh, I can really feel that. You know, real quickly, let's just click out our hips like this. Just rolling this way just to get any clicks out. We're not done yet. We've got 2 more big stretches. Good. All right. Let's put our legs far apart this time. We're going to take our hands and we're trying to do splits this way. Okay? We use our hands to spider walk our feet back. Okay? Spider walk our feet back. So now our feet are anchored into the mat. Reach behind our body and try and push our midsection forward. And that'll tighten the stretch here in the middle. Our goal is to get 180 degrees somehow, right? Okay, now we're in this position. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer for 3 seconds. We really want to make this stretching here happen for us while we're warmed up. Heels should be buried into the mat or the yoga mat or the floor. We need to try and get our butt forward as much as we can. Let me use my hands here to really stretch that out some more. Get a stretch. So lastly, but most importantly, a big thank you out to Greenstem CBD. They make all the types of CBD oil products, right? Vapes, chapsticks, muscle rubs. I'm really excited about that one.
even tonic water, and of course all the drips and things like that. Look, I mean, you can't have a better, there's not a better time now to have anything that can help you defeat inflammation, right? You want to keep your inflammation down. The cool thing is they've given us this really great offer to pass on. It's a 30% discount, right? 30% off on all their products if you go online, which is ridiculous, I think. It's cutting it down by 1/3 almost. And it's Recover 30. If you use the discount code Recover 30, you get 30% off your order, right? Let me know how those tonic waters come out. I'm really curious about that. I think CBD infused tonic waters. I mean, how neat is that, right? You drink it. I mean, I'm not saying you should have gin and tonics all the time, but if you had to have a gin and tonic, I think I'd go with one of them. And I think you can call it healthy alcohol consumption, but maybe it's slightly healthier because there's a little bit of CBD in it. All right, minute 24 left. Come on now, let's try and get this stretch here. I'm feeling it right here, right in here, all in here. And I can't push myself forward anymore. I'm just really feeling it in the knees here. And I have to even come forward. Actually come forward to get that stretch in. Good. Good, 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 good. Feel that. I hope you guys are all doing well. I know some of you watch, a lot of you watch this in recording. I'm glad you can join us. Again, I like to do just the same class every day because I really believe in repetition. And only in repetition do you actually develop, I think. I think that a lot of you might be falling down the rabbit hole of Googling and YouTubing every single move out there in the world in jiu-jitsu, and you're really not going to get it. It's almost a waste of time if you're not practicing it over and over and over and over again. You should really be practicing on fundamentals. A lot of the moves we did today were very fundamental. And we're going to do them Monday through Friday, every day. Decent workout, nothing crazy, but it is about an hour. I think we've been here just over an hour. We're almost done here. We've got one more stretch after this right now. Good. Ow. I can feel the hips there. Good. Quick little swivel. Swivel. Good. Swivel. Good. Last one, the butterfly. Now, you want to try and get, put them like this and start pushing immediately with your elbows if you can. Most of you will be like this. If you're like this, pull your feet as close as you can to your body and start using your elbows. Okay, I'm going to start the clock now. Good. Now, if you can't go all the way down flat like this yet, you just want to stay here and just use your elbows. You don't want to get comfortable. It's really easy to fall comfortable here and sit and chat and talk and blah, blah, blah. You need to be pushing here the whole time and creating a kind of a painful stretch. Okay. Now, I've already got mine pretty much all the way down here, flexible in that way, but I've found out if you move your feet forward like this, because I'm going to try and get my legs behind my head soon, then you feel it in a different part of your hip. So play with the range however you want. But first, you want to get this down all the way down here. And then as you do that, you can start to move it more forward and fold down, and then take your hands and start to push here. And I feel a different part of my hip, but I've never felt it before, so that's why I'm doing it here. So, but find the parts of your body that need that flexibility. Again, this is concentrating on our hips here. These 4 stretches. I would highly suggest that you maybe another part of the day, or just right after this class, go follow Laura Perez's, which is one of our students. Laura Perez's yoga classes in Spanish, but hey, practice in Spanish. But if you want to get more of a full body workout in yoga, I would recommend that. So this plus a good yoga workout every day, that would give you about 2 hours of working out. I think that if you did that 5 days a week, 7 days a week, whatever you want to do, I think that right there for this lock-in period is going to have those 2 things combined. You're going to have, I mean, results that we never would have thought. Just like the pollution thing, and it's a blessing in disguise as I realize it's more and more important to forget about the third person in the fight or the third entity in the fight. There's you, there's your opponent, and then there's this ground, right? It's always there. It's not moving. And we really want to build a relationship with it to where we got to move on it quickly, right? We're going to move on it fluidly with efficiency. We want to move on it as best we can. And if we do that, we'll be able to then, if we do that with muscle memory, we'll be able to deal with our opponent's problems much easier. Because then when we fall down, we'll be able to get up quicker. We get swept, we won't get swept anymore. We'll pop back up onto our legs quicker, okay? Huge, huge opportunity here during this lockout to improve a part of your game that would have never made these strides ever. So I really, really think we want to stick with this as long as we can. Okay? Good. 30 more seconds. Mobility is everything. It's all about the ground. Think about it. Guys like Tyson Fury, even Mike Tyson, it was their footwork. Oh, their elusiveness, right? Their ability to, it was their footwork, but with their feet are attached to the ground. So it's how quickly they moved on the ground, really. Same thing. That's what footwork is. We're just doing sort of footwork for jiu-jitsu, if that makes any sense. Okay? Stretch, push. Yeah, that's it. That's it. 2 seconds. And we're done. Oh, keep it out there. Excellent, guys. Well done. Again, thanks for joining me. Stop that. Thanks for joining me. 11 o'clock Spanish time, wherever you are in the world. Just find out what time it is. 11 o'clock in Spain. We'll do this class Monday through Friday. Pretty much the same thing, but you want to be part of the class and get these benefits, okay? All right, again, everybody, I want to say thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow, day 15 or 16. I don't know. Who cares? Yes.